nearly all of us have experienced some very deeply fucked up shit. And if you haven't, you're lucky. Hi Balance Babes, my name is Mercedes Dorsey, a certified personal trainer and holistic health coach. And today I am bringing you 5 ways that you can heal from trauma without the use of pharmaceutical medication.
So, before you can fix any problem, you have to first identify the problem. Now, what exactly is trauma? Let's get to the root cause of it.
So trauma is caused when something happens to you, some type of traumatic experience, and your brain decides whether this situation is dangerous or safe. Whenever we're put under a normal amount of stress, you may have an emotional response during the event of the stress. So while you're going through that struggle, you're going to be frustrated or whatever your emotional response is. But with trauma, you continue to relive all of the emotions and behavioral responses that you experienced when you were traumatized. Being that you are constantly reliving these experiences, your brain is constantly cycling through the same reactions and behaviors and asking itself whether this is a safe place or not. And what you have to do as a person trying to heal your trauma is convince yourself and convince your brain that you are a safe person to yourself and your body is a fundamentally safe place for you to exist. There are a plethora of ways that you can go about this process, but I'm going to share with you 5 of my favorite ways that we know for a fact
Science-based facts.
works. All of these ways are considered alternative medicine, and they do not require any over-the-counter or pharmaceutical medicine. Number 1, psychotherapy. A more common version or method used in psychotherapy is shadow work. If you've been on TikTok or Instagram, then you've seen loads and loads of content discussing shadow work. So shadow work essentially is a form of psychotherapy that helps people to sit down and think about their experiences and process the fact that what happened to them was extremely fucked up. And any way that you reacted or responded was completely understandable. It is necessary to address these scenarios, face them dead on, but also offer yourself some compassion. Give yourself grace. Understand that you're human and that you're not a bad person. Understand that shit was wrong. You were wronged. You were hurt. But it is up to you to recognize where and how you were hurt so that you can heal these wounds. It is up to you to make sure that the pain that was caused to you isn't now reflecting out to your community and to the people around you. You don't want to become the person abusing your loved ones the way you were abused when you were in that victim position, Number 2, another popular method is EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. And essentially what that is a EMDR therapist or specialist will have you review the experience or the event that caused the trauma. So they're going to have you think about it, and they're going to have you resurface all of the emotions and all of the psychological responses that you experienced when you went through the traumatic experience. And when they do this, they will either put a finger in front of your face and ask you to follow their finger, or they'll do some other type of strategy. And what this does is it actually rewires your brain and reprocesses the way that you're viewing that experience. Sounds like hoodoo voodoo, like magic, but it is science-based and it is proven to work. This can be done both in person or virtually, and people say that the virtual experience is just as effective as the in-person experience. Method number 3 is yoga. When you take on a yoga practice, you form a deep relationship with your internal nervous system. Yoga has actually been found to be more effective than any pharmaceutical medication when it comes to treating trauma. Option number 4, dance and theater. I think this option may be one of my favorites just because it is one that I have always done, and I simply hadn't realized that it was helping me process and heal my trauma. Okay, so theater. And I don't just mean theater as far as plays. I mean, it can be acting in plays, it can be screenwriting, musical performance, vocal performance. I feel like anytime you have to step into a different persona and perform within that persona, is going to have this particular effect. So let me tell you what the effect is. I am a firm believer that theater allows you to have a deeper experience of self while being someone else. Theater gives you the freedom to fully embody a person that you have never and may never be. You can be a queen on top of the world, praised by everyone, or you could be a murderer, either hated by everyone, or maybe you're a murderer who is doing some good. Maybe you killed the neighborhood pedo, you know? Who knows? Whatever the scenario is, it allows you to tap into a part of yourself that society may not always be very welcoming to. And we all need that as human beings. We all need to be in tune with both the light and dark aspects of ourselves. They need to dance together, yin and yang, real shit. Like, there needs to be real balance. If you want to heal, accept, and embrace yourself the way that I feel is necessary to live a happy and healthy life. What I really want for you is to be happy and healthy and enjoy your experience simply existing. Like, I want you to be so happy simply existing within your own skin. And in my full opinion, dance allows just that. Dance, much like theater, allows you to embody a sense of a different being, someone that you may not be or may not yet believe yourself to be, someone that is confident, sexy, graceful, coordinated, cool, flashy. Whatever it is, dance can pull that out of you. If you're dancing in a group, then you will get a lot of the same benefits from theater as far as, that embodiment. Someone else is going to tell you what to embody. Someone is going to give you the choreography. They're going to tell you what spunk to put on it, like what type of attitude you should have. But when it comes down to freestyling, baby, I feel like that is the most soul healing experience. If you truly allow your body to just move, do what it wants to do, I don't care what it looks like. I don't care. I don't care if you're off beat. I don't care. I feel like you should love yourself and be confident enough to go to a bar, get white girl wasted, and do this shit in the middle of the dance floor, because why not? If it makes you happy, why not? Why not? And the fifth method for healing trauma is psychedelics. So the first psychedelic I'm going to talk about, there are actually 4 main psychedelics that these studies have been done. You have psilocybin, MDMA, LSD, of course, and mescaline. So the main point in using psychedelics is that they're very effective at opening up the mind and broadening your sense of awareness. They're good at showing you that the reality that you're living and you're experiencing is really a small fraction of overall reality. There are a lot of things dealing with trauma that are out of your control if you are unaware of them and you aren't treating them. But once you gain that awareness and you know what caused it and what works for you and alleviating it, you will realize that you have a lot more self-control than you previously believed. Those are the 5 main ways that you can heal from trauma without medication. If you are personally looking for some guidance on your self-healing journey, please reach out to me. Once again, my name is Mercedes Dorsey. I am an online certified personal trainer and holistic healing coach, and I'm here to help. Okay, I'll see you on my next video.